Daddy, what if I trip on my screen?
At this time, I want to invite all those participating in the pageant to make your way back to your spot. And I want to just give a little bit of information to everyone here. Throughout the pageant, there will be Christmas carols interspersed that we invite you to join in and sing along as we celebrate the season in song. And then at the end of our program, we'll conclude the program with our hymn of response, Joy to the World. It's included in part of the pageant, and so if you have a prayer request or a joy or a concern that you'd like to share on a card, we'll go ahead and collect those during the song Joy to the World. And if you are a person who's new to the congregation and you're interested in membership, we invite you to fill out that membership card at that time, and you can drop that in the basket as well. So this is your formal invitation to respond in the way that you feel called to during the Joy to the World hymn. And now I invite you to just go with whatever happens, because that's what I'm going to do. And know that it's going to be great, just however it is. Okay? All right.
Christmas begins long before the stories recorded in the Gospels. The early Old Testament prophecies tell of the coming Messiah, the one who would show all the world the way to live in communion with God, the one who would bring about the realm of God in ways that transformed the earth and its inhabitants, the one we would call, centuries later, the Christ child. The prophet Isaiah proclaimed,
"For to us a children is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulders, and his name will be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting One, the Prince of Peace."
Where was this child to be born? Through a prophet named Micah, God laid the humble foundation for the story.
Bethlehem, you are one of the smallest towns in Judah, but I will bring a ruler for Israel.
It was a young girl named Mary, who lived in the town of Nazareth in Galilee, who would be the blessed mother of the Christ child. Mary was engaged to a man named Joseph of the house of David. Gabriel, an angel from the heavens, came to tell Mary that the child she carried was unlike any other, that he would be the one for whom all the earth had been waiting.
Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Let it be to me according to your word.
At that time, Emperor Augustus ordered a census to be taken throughout the Roman Empire. Everyone then went to register themselves, each to their own hometown. Joseph went from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to the town of Bethlehem in Judea. He went to register with Mary, who was going to marry him. While they were in Bethlehem, the time came for her to have her baby. She gave birth to her first son, wrapped him in cloths, and laid him in a manger. There was no room for them to stay at the inn. There were some shepherds in that part of the country who were spending the night in the fields, taking care of their flocks. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone over them. They were terribly afraid. But then the angel spoke. They were terribly afraid. But then the angel spoke.
Will bring great joy to all the people. This very day in Davistown, your Savior was born, Christ the Lord, and this is what will prove it to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and laying in a manger.
Suddenly, a great troop of heaven's angels appeared with the angel, singing praises to God. the shepherds said to one another,
Let us go to Bethlehem to see the thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us.
So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph, and the baby lying in the manger.
That was weird.
Some wise leaders who studied the stars came from the east to Jerusalem and asked,
We went towards him. She didn't give me a present to give to She said I have to have this present because she didn't give me one because she didn't give me
They saw the child with his mother Mary, and knelt down and worshipped him. They brought out their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, and presented them to Jesus. Today we can come to the Christ child just as truly as the shepherds and the wise ones did in the Christmas story. This is the Christmas gift that God gives to you and to me and to everyone on the earth. Joy to the whole world.